EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Dublin Shamrocks. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
He's going to make everything happen.
Turn. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, got a man, it's caught inside the 10 and all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A first down carry for Henry. Into the secondary again. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the counter, it's Henry. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he is a loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They run the counter. Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Shamrock 7, Oilers nothing.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Flush to his right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much of margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
13.
So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned on the other side of the field. In the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, but it's going to be second down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this 3rd quarter of play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. What a great weapon. So often intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oilers 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return. They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Oilers.
Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to it.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown! DJ Shark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down inside the 10 at the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
At the 9-yard
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Derrick Henry. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
The extra point.
Well, 2 touchdowns scored. I know his team's happy. His coaches are happy. How about the fantasy owners of this game?
Always happy with 2, but they'd like 3 or 4. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
His throw incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A toss left, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
He's back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Golladay. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep down. And that's caught inside the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Back to throw again. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
32. Oilers 27.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he got to figure, whatever the reason is, he got to figure it out. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now here comes their final timeout.
Tackled me.
As they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is